Foul call.
And this is the time here now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
A lot clearer.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you compare the slowed down speed to
The ruling on the floor stands.
the immense speed at which these players are really moving at and how fast the action really is, it shows how hard it can be sometimes to see everything in order to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if the coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put into the review process, double checking, and really it helps the game continue on.
Now here's Breezy. Mitchell outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Ionescu from outside. That one falls, and a nice feed from Laney Hamilton.
A lethal sniper from outside the arc. The D has to rush Ionescu and run her off that three-point line.
Nelson Adota. Satu Sabali comes up with the board. Outside Stewart. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Nelson Adota with the rebound. And it's the Sky Ball. It's a three-point game. Back in 2020, the Liberty won the draft lottery and took Sabrina Ionescu with the first pick. Good decision.
Oh, a great decision. I mean, she has changed this franchise. An all-WNBA selection multiple times. New York has made the playoffs every year Sabrina's been healthy. She was a big reason the Liberty won their first title ever in 2024.
Now here's Breezy. Missed inside. Now here's Jones. She's guarded by Stevens. Outside, Laney Hamilton. And a miss there on the triple.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
You're making things far too easy for her if you let her get the ball that deep in the post.
Agreed. I couldn't have said it any better myself. You know, you gotta do your work early and keep her out of that spot.
First quarter ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Ionescu, Breezy covering. Ionescu outside. From outside, off the mark.
I thought that was gonna drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here too. I'm as shocked as you.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Sky, Rikia Jackson. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And she can't hit the second.
Well, they should be in front right now, but she'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty.
Here's Sabali. Off on the layup. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now here's Breezy. She's tightly guarded. And so it looks like the Sky will retain possession here. Three off the inbound.
Great defense from Ionescu there, doing whatever she can to alter her shots. Terrific effort.
Back to Stewart. That one drops for her.
Easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Chicago trailing here. To the middle. Nelson Adota with the bucket.
Well, she's a modern point guard. Mitchell has range, a great shot, handles, and of course, the ability to drop dimes.
Now here is Ionescu. Pass to Laney Hamilton. Stewart with the screen. Jackson with the steal. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. Good, and the assist goes to Rickea Jackson.
And Mitchell's ability to space the floor is so valuable to this offense.
Outside, Sabali. Sinks the 15-footer.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it did not work. Not if it results in that shot.
Breezy, covered by Ionescu. Breezy gets the bucket.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, height-wise, she easily comes out on the wrong side of that one-on-one matchup.
Well, it was a nice, quick, high release, and that negated the height disadvantage she had there. How can you stop that? With a crossover that quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of him.
To the inside, Nelson Adota, and it's rebounded by Satu Sabali.
She's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Here's Jones. Nelson Adota with the rebound. Chicago in the lead. Pass to Stevens. Shoots over Jones. And it's in.
Well, that's just Stevens playing big right there. My goodness.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. There's the three. That ball is in the basket. He's now shot 6, 8-3.
You're just asking for trouble if you let her roam free in three-point range.
And for Sabrina Ionescu, the top pick of the 2020 draft, she had a bit of an inconsistent start to her career.
Spraining her ankle her rookie year and just playing 3 games. In her second season, she shot 38%. But you got to give Sabrina credit. The Walnut Creek Wonder worked herself into the star we know today.
And it's Sabali missing.
Credit the D there. Got in her face, got her hands up, made sure she was not comfortable on the release.
Yeah, stayed very tight on her. Didn't allow her the space she needed to get a good shot off. I just love that effort.
Pass to Breezy. Shoots. And it's rebounded by Sabali. New York leading. Jonquel Jones goes in. Rejected by Azare Stevens. Jones. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
You can tell Jones knows when it's time to dominate, go inside, and take charge of the paint.
Timeout called the Sky. Now here's Mitchell, covered by Ionescu, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
So close to picking that pass off.
Still a nice play, though, to make sure the pass didn't reach the target.
Here's Mitchell. Drops in the tray.
She can shoot off the dribble a lot, but Mitchell is also adept at shooting off the delivery. A crisp pass helps her square up.
Pass to Gardner. Here's Ionescu. She's covered by Mitchell. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Jackson, right wing. Shoots over Gardner. And there are the Sky with another bucket.
Assisted by Azare Stevens.
Here's Ionescu. 10 points for her. That's some good D by Kelsey Mitchell. Pass to Suarez. Doesn't get it to drop for her. New York trailing here. Rebecca Gardner on the wing. Ionescu. Now Johannes. That one falls. Great assist by Satu Sabali. Outside Carter. Now Mitchell, covered by Ionescu. Shoots from the line. Satu Sabali comes up with the board.
You don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
Pass to Stewart. Ionescu. She's covered by Mitchell. Back to Ionescu. Just 5 on the clock. Again, Sabrina Ionescu missing. Outside Carter. Here's Jackson. They get it back. Here's Stevens. She makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start her game.
And I like the energy Stevens showed right there, refusing to quit on the offensive glass.
Over to the wing. Ionescu outside. Outside Stewart. Over Stevens. And Stewart gets it to go. Here's Mitchell. Here's Jackson. Oh, no good on the buzzer beater. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Liberty out in front, leading by just 2. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
Really putting in the work on the offensive glass.
They've set the tone here early with the hustle.
Misamon, right side. Over Suarez. And no good. Her first shot of the game, missing. Here's Breezy. And the shot counts. She's fouled. That's a chance for a 3-point play.
So reliable, guys. Her offense, it doesn't come and go. It's always there.
Well, this recent era of WNBA hoops has been one defined by super teams.
Yeah, and those super teams generated an enormous amount of interest, which has really helped push the league forward.
And look, I think expansion is going to spread out some of that talent, which means we might be entering a new era, one that's characterized by parity.
Now here's Vandersloot. Up top, Misamon. It's deflected. They recover it. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Sky trail. Now Breezy. Timeout called to Sky. Tries a 3 off the inbound, hits the 3-point bomb.
The lead changes hands once more. There have been no separation between these teams tonight.
Yeah, and it's made for one heck of an entertaining game, even when it hasn't been the best basketball.
Yeah, at least it's been close. How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Knocked loose. And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here. Pass to Misamon. Down low. Stolen. Outside Carter. Breezy. Misses the 3. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Inside, Jones. That one falls.
Look at the spacing Jones is able to create in the pick and roll. Good teamwork results in a great shot.
Here's Breezy. Basket good.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
Pass to Johannes. The three ball. Nelson Adota with the rebound. Chicago in the lead. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. Burrell, no good. Now here's Gardner. Not a lot of room. Carter with it. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Breezy. Here's Nelson Adota. Gardner pulls it in. To the paint. Rebound Chicago. Stolen by Lainey Hamilton. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here. The Sky making the switch here. Timeout called the Liberty. And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Clock at 6. Sabrina Ionescu from outside.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
Here's Stevens. Good, and the assist goes to Rakia Jackson.
A prototypical stretch 4, Stevens' range extends way beyond the three-point line.
Pass to Johannes. And here is Jones. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Hey, look at the move by Jonquel Jones to New York. She traded individual glory for team success.
Yeah, her numbers down from that 2021 MVP season in Connecticut. Jones has made personal sacrifices, and she's been rewarded with back-to-back trips to the finals and, of course, a title in 2024.
Lainey Hamilton. Pass to Misaman. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Now Jones from downtown. Johannes. That ties it up.
Well, Jones has a talent for owning the boards. Here she keeps the play alive and finishes it strong.
Now here's Breezy. Covered by Ionescu. Breezy gets the bucket. And the Liberty with possession here. Pass to Misaman. Ionescu. Screen by Misaman. From deep. That one, no good.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Stevens, that's good.
Good read from Carter. Very willing to give the ball up in order to get her teammates involved.
Now here is Ionescu. She's guarded closely. Pass to Lainey Hamilton. Here's Jones. All sorts of time, and it's New York with another.
Well, from this area, if Jones gets any room, any space, the ball's going in.
Now here's Breezy, covered by Ionescu. Here's Jackson. No good on the triple. The Liberty trail. Fires for 3. Shots good by Johannes. Here's Breezy. 14 points for her. New York with the rebound. Ionescu outside. Picked by Jones. Down low. Right block shot. And she drops it in from the low post.
An efficient offensive player. The most impressive thing about Jones to me is she is capable of huge nights without wasting a lot of possessions.
Breezy can't hit. And it's New York's ball. 3-point lead. Ionescu, right side. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
They really set Ionescu up for success there. Perfectly positioned with a good look.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. All right, let me run a scenario for you. It's a tight game in the fourth quarter. Which player do you want on your side in the clutch?
Give me Kalia Copper. In the past, she's led the league in clutch scoring. She's fearless and can always create her own shot.
Yeah, Copper, great choice and kind of similar to her. I'd go with Enrique Agumbawale. She's got the great shot creation and shot making. Both the lead. Enrique excels against tight coverage, and we know she's clutch.
That three off the mark.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Jones comes with the double team. Here's Jackson. Sinks the three-pointer.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Sabally the screen to the inside. It's a deflection. Inside, Stevens. She nails it, and we're tied up.
With the fundamentally sound skill set, Stevens is able to create offensively.
Pass to Stewart. Back to Ionescu. To the middle. And that one's good. Sabally.
That's the type of lead pass we've really come to expect from her.
The three from Kelsey Mitchell. And it's rebounded by Satu Sabally. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. And that one's good.
Using her length to find her shot inside. Sabally is a real threat on the interior.
They'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Exactly. No need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter. The ball is in your court.
Pass to Jones. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
The three from Kelsey. Oh, and she just nails it. It's in. Oh, right at the buzzer.
That three makes it a little more interesting going into halftime. They're not going away.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Liberty out in front, up by 4. And we've got more exciting basketball action coming your way right after the break. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third. You know, Jonquel Jones has been exceptional here, guys.
Her decision-making simply flawless today. Nothing but quality shots from her in the first half. She wasn't forcing anything.
Yeah, but I think here in the second half, they may want her to be a little more assertive and start taking more shots, even the tough ones.
Welcome back. Second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Outside, Stewart. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two.
Team foul.
Solid amount of contact on that play, but Stewart's a tough-minded player who can do just about anything down low.
And so she makes both from the line. The Sky trail. Pass to Nelson Adota. Back to Mitchell. Nelson Adota, guarded by Sabali. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ionescu outside. Here's the 3. Rebound Chicago. And here's Breezy. Jackson outside. And again, it's the Sky from deep.
Such a sharpshooter. That's almost a layup for her. So wide open.
Let's go with a 3. Stewart can't hit. Mitchell outside. Stevens, that's good.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Now here's Jones. 17 points in the game. Pass to Ionescu. To the inside. Left side, Sabali. And that one good.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
To the paint, Stevens. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
Well, this is what you get with Stevens, right? A go-getter who wants to make an impact.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Sabali, and it's rejected. Now here's Mitchell. D right on her. Breezy. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
For a player that shoots it as well as she does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton. Stewart misses.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the three when she's left all alone like that.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over. Here's Breezy. Here's Nelson Adota using the post moves to get the 2 points. The Liberty trail. Pass to Jones. Ionescu, picked by Jones. Shoots over Breezy. Shot is good by Ionescu.
Not ignoring the middle part of the court. The more of these that Ionescu hits, the more space she'll get to operate.
Now here's Breezy. 14 points for her. Five to shoot. Mitchell. Nelson Adota, guarded by Sabali. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
A big move in Ionescu's endless offensive arsenal to stop and pop, getting her defenders on their heels.
Breezy gets the bucket.
And she answers right back with a three of her own.
Oh my, they're getting into it. We have got a duel shaping up right now.
Pass to Sabali. And it's blocked! And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here. Just an incredible read on defense to come up with that block.
She's all over that shot. Had it read the whole way and gets the position she needs to make the play.
The Sky making a switch here. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Rebound Chicago. Here's Burrell. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Stevens, that's good.
Well, what makes Stevens such a good option in the pick and roll is her combination of size and mobility.
Picked by Jones. Sabrina Ionescu from outside.
I mean, it would have been something to see her hit from all the way back there.
There aren't many players that can hit from out there, but she's definitely one of them.
And so it's New York with it. Inside. Fires it. A nice shot by Stewart.
Stewart's presence down low stems from her skills and finesse. She's something to watch and something to admire.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 9. Here's Carter. And it's rebounded by Satu Sabali. New York leading. Pass to Ionescu. Launches it. Can't hit that one. And so it's Chicago with it. And winning that Game 5 of the finals at home in 2024, what a moment for Sabrina Ionescu.
The scoring wasn't there for Sabrina, but she helped the Liberty find a way, dropping 8 assists in the deciding Game 5, helping lead New York to their first ever WNBA title. Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
Carter, that's good.
Boy, it's been a back-and-forth game.
Both teams trading shots and trading leads. It's been neck and neck.
What a game we've... had.
And the Liberty call time here. Pass to Ionescu. Back to Stewart. Sabali. She's guarded by Stevens. Now here's Gardner. Sabali. Clock at 4. Now Gardner. The 3. Great D that time from Kennedy Carter. Now here's Mitchell. Covered by Ionescu. Pass to Nelson Adota. And there's a whistle. It's going to be on Stewart. That's foul number 2 for her.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Mitchell. She's got 9. No good on the quick 3. Ionescu outside. Off target from outside.
She's been ice cold from three-point range since halftime, and she continues to fire away. She's got a ton of depth. Offensively, Sabali is such a smart player, knows how to bait defenders into contact and get to the line.
That misses, so she splits the free throws.
Well, they should be in front right now, but she'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty.
Nelson Adota. That's in, coming off an assist from Kennedy Carter.
Kennedy Carter.
And the Liberty with possession here. Trailing by 2. Charity stripe shot. Ionescu. That's good.
This is her game. Ionescu is a scorer and stays active on offense. You love her confidence.
On the wing, Kennedy Carter. Pass to Nelson Adota. Nice D from Satu Sabali. And a 3-on-3 fast break. Now Ionescu. No good on the 3. Mitchell outside. Suarez the screen. Back to Mitchell. Burrell. Good on the 3-point shot.
Well, sometimes you have a player like Mitchell. She draws so much attention. It allows teammates to get open.
Ionescu outside. They get a hand on it. And here we go, the sky fast break. Here's Nelson Adota. An amazing finish with a hand right in her. Face.
She made that pass to a spot and let her teammate run right into it. That is how you distribute the basketball.
Now here is Ionescu. 19 points in the game. Pass to Johannes. Stewart. Another shot. And she'll shoot free throws. Clearly fouled on the shot that time. The whistle blows.
I like when Sabali attacks inside, showing no fear attacking the contact and getting the call.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. Chicago in the lead. Pass to Suarez. And the shot is good.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Kelsey Mitchell.
Now here's Sabali. 12 points for her. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. The shot will not fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Sky. They're up by 6. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And And we're set to start up the action in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a three. Now Breezy. Pass to Allen. Fires from deep. And Emma Misamon pulls it down. The Liberty trail. Here's Ionescu. Can't hit from the elbow. Gardner with the steal. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the ref's attention.
A good call there. Her feet still moving when she set the screen.
And she sort of lowered her shoulder into her, too. A move you perfected, actually. But they were going to get her there one way or the other.
Now here's Breezy. Jackson with the ball. Shoots over Gardner. Tried to bank it in, but misses. In transition, here come the Liberty. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Bucket is good.
Hit the bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery into the lane.
On the wing, Rakia Jackson. She's covered by Gardner. Back to Jackson. Emma Misamon with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Pass to Johannes. Picked by Misamon. Offline with the three. And so it's Chicago with it. A 4-point game. And here's Nelson Adota. Lainey Hamilton covering. And once again off the mark by Chicago. Over to the left wing. Here's Johannes. Off the mark there with the three. Left side, Jackson. Shoots over Gardner. Jackson, no good. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Well, in the paint, Gardner uses her length and finesse to find buckets.
Now here's Breezy. Lets it go from deep. Misamon pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Here's Allen. Here's Nelson Adota. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
She's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup. She can just shoot right over the top of the defense.
Here's Gardner. No good with the triple. Here's Chicago now. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points. Now here's Breezy. Defense is right there. Good D by Sabrina Ionescu. To the paint. Lainey Hamilton, that one's good.
They'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can make.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Pass to Jackson, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And the Liberty making a change here. Here's Breezy. Attached short, but it's good off the front iron.
Perfect inbound pass and an easy 2 points.
And there's the foul. It's on Breezy. That's foul number 2 for her.
Team foul. Into the lineup for New York.
And here's Vandersloot. Jones outside. Lainey Hamilton. Stewart, guarded by Jackson. And she banks in the layup.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
Here's Breezy. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw. Pass to Jones. Sabali. Now here's Gardner. Defended by Carter. Gardner can't get it to go. Chicago in the lead. Here's Jackson. And she finishes nicely on the layup. Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Gardner. Stewart, guarded by Jackson. A nice shot by Stewart. Now Breezy. Outside Carter. The rebound by the Liberty. Pass to Vandersloot. Now Gardner. Now Stewart. Gardner. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
Well, whenever Gardner looks for her shot, I think it's a great move, especially from outside the arc.
Bryant. And the ball out of play. The Liberty will have it. Both teams deciding to change it up. The Liberty trail. Pass to Stewart. Ionescu. Back to Stewart. Brianna Stewart draws the double. Shot clock at 6. Sabali's shot is off. And it's the Sky ball. And here is Mitchell. Drills the three-pointer.
What a tenacious play by Mitchell. Even when she's well covered, she sticks with it and gets her shot.
Ionescu outside. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here's Breezy. Pass to Mitchell. Nelson Adota, guarded by Sabali. Fades back. The shot by Nelson Adota, no good.
Strong work defensively in the low post. You got to be tough down there in the paint.
And she was, mainly because she doesn't want to give up any easy buckets. I mean, she will fight you tooth and nail.
Now here's Breezy. Pass to Nelson Adota. Basket made. That gives her 7 field goals and 13 tries.
Bryant.
Timeout called the Liberty.
Looks like the coach saw some things out there that need adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
Now here is Ionescu. Breezy covering. Back to Ionescu. From the arc. Chicago with the rebound.
Throwing up ill-advised threes isn't how to close this gap. Got to get a better shot than that.
To the right side. Breezy can't hit. To the inside. Releases. And no good trying to use the glass. Tries for 10. Zatu Sabali comes up with the board.
Switching baskets must have really thrown her off because she can't get anything to fall this half.
Got it from outside. Stevens grabs the board.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Now here is Ionescu. Pass to Jones. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring them within 3.
I appreciate Stewart's ability to play bold in big moments. Every team could use a player like her.
Here's Breezy, covered by Ionescu. breezy. Tight defense on her. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. And it's going to be on Sabrina Ionescu.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So she gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
And the Liberty call time here.
They need to get a quick bucket here. If there's more than 24 seconds left afterwards, they can try for a stop. But if there's less, they're going to have to foul.
Sabali. Nails it! And she has dropped them within 2 points.
I know some players might get timid down the stretch, but not Satu Sabali. She is a reliable late-game scoring option because she's fearless in the clutch.
Now here's Breezy. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, they need every bucket they can get here.
They're still alive, but they better execute every trip down the floor or their chances aren't looking too good.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. The 3 won't fall. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those seconds away.
Nope, and you've got to foul. It's going to come down to free throws.
Pressure situation.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. And they break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
This is a win they should take a ton of pride in. They battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll wrap it up